So we set up WOW 10 years ago. When we set it up, we had this idea of trying to revolutionise the accounting profession. It sounds quite grand now, but we really wanted to shake up the accountancy profession. We wanted to do something different. We felt that accountants were just getting away with it, getting away with delivering just a set of accounts at the end of the year, when actually small businesses wanted so much more. So we wanted to be proactive, wanted to really connect with clients and to deliver them a service that helped them grow their business, that made their lives easier and made a real positive difference. And although what we do and how we do that has changed, those core principles haven't, and that idea of shaking things up, doing things differently, delivering a really proactive service is still right at the core of what we do today. Like a lot of businesses, we started from scratch. Nothing. No clients, no idea, but with a real passion, a real drive for creating something. And in the early days, it was all about picking up clients, so engaging with potential clients, showcasing what we could do, and then delivering on it. So we focused really heavily on meeting new businesses, and we worked really hard in the early days to get really well known, to get famous. We started off locally, and I'm a big fan of finding a niche. Initially it was we focused on locally. We now have different niches and specialisms, and of course we're national now, but certainly in the early days we got famous locally, delivered a really good service, and then word spread. Right from day one, the business has been self-financing. So on the very first day, 3 directors put in £500 each, and with that £500 we bought a laptop. That was our big investment strategy. But what it did was, because we made a decision to self-finance it, it forced us right from day one to ensure that we were profitable, that we had clients, that we were delivering on our promises. And it forced us to create a business model that worked. And to this day, the business is still self-financing. And I'm a big fan of that, because it does force you to have a business model that really works. There's definitely places for finance, and we help a lot of our clients gain finance to do certain things. But finance, or getting finance in your business, is not a substitute for a duff business model. And I think it's really important, certainly when we do our work with clients, helping them gain funding. I think it's really important that they have a robust business model that shows how to make money. And right from the start, we made sure that what we were doing was going to work, and was going to give us the funds we needed to grow. The challenges 10 years ago are very different to what we experience today. So 10 years ago it was all about engaging with new clients, picking up new business. And the way we did that was we set some clear targets, we had some great accountability, and we were very focused in the early days. Once we'd built a reputation, we then focused on, I guess we call it the client experience. We worked out pretty early on that if we deliver something amazing, if we make a massive difference to people's lives, then kind of word will spread. It does. It's not really that complicated, and the attention shifted reasonably quickly in the early days from just going out there and finding new clients to actually looking at the ones that we've got, making them feel loved and special, and delivering something that's wow. And that was always a beacon for us. We wanted to, we called ourselves WOW for a reason. We wanted to set a standard. Are we delivering a WOW service? And that's something we measure ourselves against constantly. Are we delivering a WOW service? The challenges have changed as we've grown. We've now got 25 staff, and this year the big focus is on systems. So streamlining what we do, making it really simple and systematised, but also a lot around the people, the infrastructure. We want to create an amazing place to work, and there's lots of things that go into that, but one of the things we're working really hard on this year is putting some structure around our people management to empower people and give them the opportunity to flourish and grow and develop, to take the business on to the next level. I get inspired by anyone who sets up a business. I think anyone who's got the balls to chuck in their job, to follow their dreams, is to be admired. I've got a lot of respect for people who do that. Having a dream is easy. Everyone has dreams and ideas. I think it's those people who actually put them into practice, you know, the go-getters, the people who make stuff happen. Those are the people that I admire. So some go on to create huge businesses, some just keep it nice and small, but anyone who's actually doing it for themselves out there, I've got huge admiration for. I think it's important that any business, and this certainly applies to WOW, if possible, is created to work without the owners. And what we're doing at WOW is empowering the team to do more stuff without us. And you know, some of the stuff they're much better at it than us. You know, we've got an incredibly talented team that do some great stuff, and actually by empowering them to do things, they're doing it a lot better than us as directors, which is wonderful to see. In terms of an exit strategy, we're having way too much fun to even think about that. You know, I kind of think of it like a train set. So if someone took that away from me tomorrow, well, what would I do? I'd have to just start another one, and I'm having far too much fun growing this business, working with the amazing team that we have at WOW, to even think about exit. Number one, be clear about what you want to achieve. I think it's so important to have real clarity on what you're trying to achieve, and to give it some thought as well. A lot of people go into business without really articulating why they're doing it and what this business should achieve for them personally. And the danger of not doing that is that the business kind of takes on a life of its own and suddenly starts controlling you and putting you in all sorts of different directions. If you can be clear about what you want to achieve personally, you can then create a business to help you achieve that, whether that be fame or fortune, or you know, just lifestyle and balance. And I think really, if you can be clear about that and have some clarity on your goals, that's going to be helpful. Second tip is keep it simple. Whatever you do, keep it simple. And in keeping with that, I'm going to keep that answer nice and simple. Just don't overcomplicate things. And I guess the third tip is to enjoy it. Life's really short, and running a business is a real privilege, but it's also a real challenge. And I think occasionally we see business owners get caught up in the challenge, get caught up in the day-to-day, constantly looking ahead, trying to work out what's coming next, what they should be doing, and not taking the opportunity to every once in a while just stop and take a look at what they have achieved. Because I bet you if you do that in your businesses, I bet if you go back and look at what you have achieved, all the amazing stuff that you've done, the great clients that you've worked with, the amazing work you've done, the team that you've built, if you actually stop and do that, you'll realise that you've achieved something amazing. And I think it's so important that we stop every now and again to see the journey that we've been on, and to celebrate the successes, because it won't be long before you'll be back planning and plotting the next big thing. So 3 tips are: be clear about what you want, keep it simple, and enjoy the journey.